What's up, everybody? I'm Hammer, and today's episode for Drinks for Geeks is going to be involving the Netflix up-and-coming, or I guess it's out now on March 17th, Iron Fist. So, let's start off. This is technically the fourth Netflix Marvel series, and Netflix first started off with the Daredevil. Then it went on to Jessica Jones. And then carried on to Power Man, which is now Luke Cage, the TV show. And its last series it's made so far, Iron Fist. So that's what we're going to talk about today is Iron Fist, in my opinion. Make this episode really short. I don't have really much to say much about it. However, I've seen them all. I actually had to go back and take a look at Jessica Jones once more, because I wasn't really into the first couple episodes. But after I watched Iron Man in its complete entirety, which I'll explain the whole thing. Hopefully no spoilers. If there is, I'll note it at the top and put it in the bottom. But I had to watch Jessica Jones all over again to kind of get a little bit more understanding on how the whole Netflix series is. So what I would say is, let me talk about the first three first. I really liked Daredevil. Daredevil was a decent TV show. Something a little bit different, and to note that all these Netflix Marvel shows are literally just based off the characters of the Marvel comic books. However, it's not 100% Marvel comic book style. It's not like if you read the comic books, does it translate right over totally. It does come close though. I'll give it that. It comes close. They don't really divert the story too far. The characters are still the characters. However, there's things here and there that the comic books state and do that aren't the same. So, first thing first, this is just my opinion, guys. There's a lot of people out there that have their own opinions. I get it. This is just my opinion. This is just how I feel about it. I've read these comic books. I'm a big fan of most of these characters. Not a big fan of certain other characters that Netflix have done. However, hey, to each their own, right? Today's episode is an Iron Fist, though. So I'm just going to go straight for it. Daniel Thomas Rand. Comic book wise, not bad of a character. Netflix TV show, I don't know, man. I really want to give this a really good review. Because there's a lot of you out there who just enjoy this show. I don't think it's on par with the other three. Not a big fan of Jessica Jones. However, I think Jessica Jones is a bit better than this new show, Iron Man. Iron Fist, sorry, not Iron Man. Iron Fist. Not a big fan. It took a lot of episodes to get into it, I'll be honest. Like, I had to muscle through this whole weekend just to watch this whole thing. And it had its good points. However, for being the fourth Netflix show for the Marvel franchise, and how they did the other three, like Luke Cage, by far, it's probably on par with the Daredevil TV show. But I love the Luke Cage one, man. I wish I could have gave that a review than this Iron Fist. Because, I'll be honest, I actually like Iron Fist better than I like Luke Cage or Power Man in the comic books. However, TV show, this is my opinion just based on the TV show, 13 episodes. It took 11 for me to get like, oh, this is Iron Fist. Come on, man. You know what I mean? Like, you had 3 shows before Iron Fist to get it right. And no dog on the storyline itself, because yes, it's Daniel Thomas Rand. Who cares if he's not Asian? This is Danny Rand. You know what I mean? Silent D, of course. That's the comic book, Danny Rand. Maybe not the first Iron Fist of the comic books. However, it's the Danny Rand comic book of Iron Fist. So they got that right. But here's the problem with this show. One, they make him really like stupid. Like, he trusts everyone, and then he doesn't trust anyone. He falls for every single thing. You know what I mean? Where it's kind of like, holy smoke, bro. You got the power of the Iron Fist, and he's using it all wrong. You know, I mean, I get it. It's the very first season. Maybe they're trying to lead up to something. I know they're leading up to so-called the Defenders, or supposed to be heroes for hire, you know what I mean? But, you know, the Defenders, I know the Defenders is before Heroes of Hire, because Heroes of Hire integrate a whole lot of other characters like the Panther, Shadowhawk. I get it. However, I kind of expected more from this show. Like I first started off saying they had 3 shows already prior to this. They had the Daredevil, Jessica Jones, and Luke Cage. So you would have thought they would have put it all together in this Iron Fist show. And my major problem with this show was kind of like the choreograph of the fight scenes were just atrocious, in my opinion. Atrocious. Please, I know your comments might be like, hey, this guy hates Iron Fist. No, I'm not saying I hate Iron Fist. I'm just not a big fan of this particular season of Iron Fist. Hopefully the season can move on, correct their problems, and carry on, you know? Don't make the Iron Fist character of Danny Rand so, like, gullible. It's, like, weird. In the comic books, I mean, yes, he was a comic. He was kind of funny. I get the rage part. Good on you for kind of stressing that from the TV show, from the comic books. I get that, because Danny Rand had this real, like, internal fight beef with himself, if you guys read the comic books, of trying to keep the dragon, you know, coming out. I get that. So the rage part, hey, Netflix, well done. However, everything else in the TV show just, it didn't make me feel anything for him. If to me, it felt like the poor man Iron Man. You know what I mean? Or like the DC's comic book of Arrow, where some dude got lost, comes on back, tries to claim back his business, and, you know, eventually does it. However, this is different. This one's like, at least in the Arrow, he kind of, Queen had some kind of mentality to keep his company together without, like, and he had his thing like Batman style where he was behind the scenes. Well, Danny Rand was kind of like wandering everywhere and just like getting into everybody's business, which is not a problem. It's just, I had no connection to this show. And like I said, it took too many episodes for me to really feel like this show is going somewhere. And hopefully, like, I mean, give it a watch, guys. Again, this is what I do for Drinks for Geeks. I watch it so you don't have to unless you like it. And this was not my cup of tea, you know? I wish I could give this Iron Fist show episodes a better review, but hey, guys, there's a lot of other people out there who like this show. That's their opinion. This is just my opinion. And I'm just letting you know, I've seen all the episodes, all 13 episodes of Iron Fist, and not a big fan. Just not a big fan. Hopefully Netflix can get it corrected. And again, I'm a nobody. However, if you're watching me, I might have some kind of opinion. So, thanks for watching. Please like, please subscribe. Again, guys, this is just my opinion. No hatred to Iron Fist. I like Iron Fist, you know? I own Iron Fist comic books. You know what I would like to see, though? I would like to see a matchup of Power Man and some Iron Fist, like Defender style. Now, here you go. That's something I want to watch, because I tell you right now, the TV show, Luke Cage, if you guys haven't watched Luke Cage, put off Iron Fist for now and go watch some Luke Cage, because that show is pretty good. But I'm Hammer, and this is Drinks for Geeks. Thanks, guys, for watching. Stay tuned for some more.